So you know we're always giving you something. Today we're going to give you something that we've been utilizing in our personal lives for over 3 years now, and that is one of the fintech companies that we absolutely love, which is M1 Finance. And no, this isn't an ad and a paid sponsorship. Man, they don't even have any affiliate links right now that we can utilize, but M1 Finance. Make sure you reach out to us because DreAda Consultants definitely needs to be partnered with you because we love the service that you provide to regular individuals. The first thing I'll mention real fast with M1 Finance is they're not your traditional brick and mortar financial institution. They're a fintech company, which is just a nice little catchphrase for a financial technology company. They're combining the two, and they do it all through mobile technology or obviously through our computers. So the first thing we're going to talk about is that you can invest in fractional shares. A lot of people don't even know what a fractional share is. So a very simple example of what a fractional share is this. What they allow you to do is, even if you don't have a whole lot of money, you can start with, let's say, $100 and you can start investing. Very similar to how Robinhood, who we are not fans of, allows people to do though. What it allows you to do is this, a quick example. Let's say that there's a company like Berkshire Hathaway whose stock price is an insane amount of money for one share. Most people could never invest in that because they don't have enough money to buy that particular stock. But what fractional shares allow you to do is that M1 Finance, they buy the shares and then they break them down into smaller bite-sized pieces for individuals to invest in with whatever amount of money they have to invest in that particular company.
It gives you more of a better way to invest.
Absolutely.
And it lets you do whatever you really want to do, and ultimately you're not only subject to buying the whole entire share, which is so dope. And that's why people, they don't know a lot about these fintech companies and what they offer. They also offer crypto too as well.
And that's one of the real cool things. You can get stocks of companies. You can get ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, which literally track different sectors and different industries. So you could say you want to invest in the tech industry, and I believe that would be VOO, would be an ETF that you can go ahead and invest in. And then, as DeAndre said, you can have a crypto pie. And you heard me say pie, and when you go to M1 Finance, you'll hear them talk about pies, but you can literally break down different investment objectives and goals in different pies. So you can have a crypto pie with certain cryptos in it. You can have different types of stock or ETF pies, but you have everything all in one area. But that's not it when it comes to what you can do or how you can leverage your investments.
Exactly. So they also have what you call too as well as a margin loan.
Yes,
so you
margin
can actually
loans.
take, so initially you can take a $10,000 loan. Oh, I'm sorry, initial $10,000 investment. So what we was talking about with the fractionals, with the stocks and ETFs of those. So if you have an investment of $10,000, you can essentially take out a loan against that. You can borrow against your actual investment. It's called a collateral loan, which is also a margin loan too as well. Good thing about that is 40%. So it's 40% of the 10,000, which is 4,000. So I can take out a loan of that 4,000. Of course, they'll charge you a little interest, nothing crazy. But at the end of the day, you can essentially use that to leverage to other assets to make you money. And that's why people, they feel, and good thing about that, I also about to leave this out, is that you don't have no credit check.
I was about to ask that. I was just about to ask that.
And people will try to, oh dang,
so I hope you guys are listening.
Yeah.
Think about what he just said. You can go out and keep your money invested in the market because we already know that you don't want to time the market. You win by having time in the market.
Exactly.
So you don't want to be pulling your investments in and out and in and out. And traditionally, if someone doesn't have good credit, but they need an access to capital, they have to unfortunately liquidate their investments. We're not even going to get into the tax disadvantages of that.
No.
But now their money isn't in the market anymore. So if the market does go up, they missed out on the majority of that move or all of that move. You don't even have to worry about that with M1 Finance when it comes to margin loans. And I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but just to reiterate, are there limits on it?
No, there's no limit. So if you have a 500, 6,000, 600,000, it doesn't matter. No limit.
Didn't we come across, we came across another financial individual that we like to look up to and take different advice from. And I remember him taking a pretty substantial margin loan against his account.
Shout out to Chris Johnson.
Yep.
Chris Johnson actually did that and leveraged what you have as capital. So good thing about that is that, but he also took advantage of what they was offering too as well. I think they offer like what, $5,000, $10,000.
Yeah, I
Don't
believe.
quote me on that.
Yeah, they can, and this varies, this changes. But let's say that you already have a brokerage account at a different financial institution, and you port that account over to M1 Finance. They have sign-up bonuses for starting an account with a certain amount of funds, but also if you're transferring an account, I believe you can earn up to a total of like $15,000 based upon the balance that you're transferring.
So
he took advantage of that free money. Then he went ahead and, without having them digging through his personal finances
took out a loan
and his credit, took out a loan against it, and I believe he utilized that for a real estate play that he was putting in motion. So you can see how this can start to work. And we're not talking a $10,000, $20,000
this is all without
account.
a credit check.
We're talking you could potentially do this with millions upon millions of dollars that you still keep invested in your shares that are in the market.
But it also goes to as well, people
Man, we get excited about this, man. Real. I'm excited about it.
So people want to also wonder about the high yield checking. The high yield checking is 3.3%.
Just in all seriousness, you have to think, most people, nothing is high in their checking account. They don't have no interest on it. They don't even typically have a high balance because one, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to keep your money in the checking account because it doesn't earn anything for you. But with M1 Finance, they give you 3.3% APY. So you are earning some interest on the money that's in there on a yearly basis, but also they have a debit card that's attached to it, and you get 1% cash back on the debit card. So think about that. Most banks,
I don't think they heard you, bro.
But think about that. Call your bank up today and say, do I get any cash back on my debit card that I'm using every single day to make purchases? And most people don't. So that in itself is phenomenal because...
But that also, I don't mean to cut you off there. I wanted to, before I lose my train of thought, that also goes back to anything with a high checking cash back, right? But that right there in itself, a lot of people play with money and they don't even play with credit.
Correct.
So you can you can leverage your cash, your money, without even telling. If you're a person that be like, I don't got time for that credit and all that things, and you got a lot of money, you playing with a lot of money, this can be a great option for you to leverage that, because now you can get money back from your checking account for it to be sitting there. You can get cash back for using a debit card from M1. So that also goes back to the high yield savings. You know what I mean? That is at 4.5%, which is so dope, because now you're getting 3.3% from the checking, 1% cash back, and then you also have a 4.5% in the savings. So you got savings on. If you're not doing anything with your credit or anything like that, you can leverage your money that you already have. So the regular obligation you pay, phones, everything, and you don't have a credit card, you just using your debit, well, guess what? You can take advantage of savings for that aspect, because any traditional banking, you ain't doing that.
You ain't getting no cash back on your debit card. And depending on when you're watching this, the high yield savings account is actually being released in May of 2023. So it might not have happened yet, or it might already be available. But I wouldn't be surprised if they connect the debit card also to the savings account. So now I wouldn't, just based upon what they already have. As DeAndre just mentioned, you got a percentage that you're earning out of your checking account, a percentage that you're earning back out of your savings account, and you're getting 1% cash back for utilizing just the regular checking and savings that most people already utilize, without having any credit cards, without having any investments, without having any loans, just doing the regular things that people do. Go back and look. Pull your personal credit, not your personal credit report, excuse me, your personal bank statement, and look at on a monthly basis how much money comes out of your account that you use debit for. Now connect that to a 1% cash back, and you can do the math to see how much extra money you'd be putting back in your pocket. It might not be enough for you to move and buy a multi-million-dollar house, but it might be enough to be able to go out on a few nice dinners.
That's like having a discount.
Vacation is like a discount, 100% correct.
That's like, you got to look at it as a discount on you paying your obligation. So anything that's coming out that debit card, you getting a discount.
Yep.
That bank is giving you a
Because
discount.
we love cash back.
I love
we love cash
You know
back.
what I'm saying? So M1 is so dope. And then also, with that being said, I know we was not talking about credit or anything. What M1 else also offers is a rewards credit card,
Yep.
right? So this rewards credit card is insane because it gives you up to 10% back.
So now we're going to talk about some of the other funding and different things that you can go ahead and do with M1 Finance. So yes, that owner's rewards credit card that they have is phenomenal because you can earn up to 10% cash back at places that you spend money on already.
Exactly. So if you got an Apple card,
yeah,
all right, got an Apple card, they give you 3% back on the Apple card.
That's one of the benefits that they talk about. Yep.
But guess what M1 does? They give you 5%. So make it make sense. Yeah. M1 is not even affiliated with Apple.
So Apple gives their card holders, who typically have their phone as well, 3% cash back when they use their card in the Apple Store or online at the Apple Store. But M1 Finance, who doesn't have a phone,
don't have none of that.
You didn't spend no money with them yet, possibly.
No, not at
all.
But
because you have the owner's rewards credit card, you're telling me, I can go into Apple, buy a product, and get 5% cash back, which is almost double what the guy next to me is getting using his Apple credit card.
Using his own Apple, and that's nutty.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as hell. And people, and this is what information is, and that's why we just here at DreAda Consultants just providing that information to you, because like we said before, we are no gatekeepers.
And we ain't gonna get into all the retailers. We ain't gonna get into all the different places, but trust me when I tell you, it's places you spend money at, like Starbucks. For y'all that like all the fitness stuff and want to be on the newest high-end Lululemon. Lululemon is 10%.
10%, bro, cash back.
That's like $10 back on a pair of leggings last time I checked, because I think their leggings is like 100 plus.
Exactly. They also offer personal loans up to $50,000, right?
So like most lending institutions, you have a credit card product, you have loan products. So they have not just the margin loan, but the personal loan. And the personal loan, you literally goes up to $50,000. And yes, there is a credit pool for this because there's no collateral. It's not like the margin loan. This is a completely separate product. So it is based upon your credit worthiness, but up to $50,000 credit card that you already have a relationship with them about. So think about that. Most banking is truly based upon relationships. So imagine having the high yield checking, the high yield savings. Imagine you have a margin loan already out with them and they can see what you have in-house. What are the odds of you getting approved for that personal loan? Probably pretty good.
Exactly.
So that's another benefit. And I know kind of what leads into that to make it even sweeter. Don't they have a rewards program or a membership program?
Got a membership program. I think it's 1.5% discount.
Discount on the loan.
On the loan.
On the interest rate.
Yeah. So
wait.
It's only $125 a year.
A year.
For the membership.
So you mean to tell me, wait, let me walk myself through this, because I didn't even know about this.
Yeah.
So let's say I take a $10,000, let's say I take a $20,000 personal loan, right?
Exactly.
And let's say my interest rate hypothetically is 9%.
Oh yeah.
You're saying that because I paid 125
7.5
one time for the year, it comes down to 7.5%.
7.5. Because you have the membership that's only $125 a year.
And that's just one benefit of the membership program.
That's only one benefit of what the membership. So if you're a person that actually, now this is not a platform where you could get in and out of trades or anything like that, but if you wanted to make more, trades, one of the examples, you wanted to make more trades. One is in the AM, like 9 o'clock, and then the other one is in the afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Oh, so they give you different trade windows as well. That's just another benefit.
That's just another benefit. So you just can't get in with M1, especially having the pies and everything like that. So they're structured a little differently when it comes down to the fractional shares and the investments that you have. So you only have 2 slots, right?
So what it sounds like to me, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead, man.
I know that their investment side of things is really more from an investment and not a trading standpoint.
It's not a trading
standpoint. But this sounds like they give you a little bit of trading flexibility.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
And if you don't have the membership, you only can do 1 trade in the 9 a.m. So if you know how the stock market works, and then it dumps after like 1, 2, 3 o'clock, where you can get into the next time. Well, guess what? If you ain't got the membership, you can't take advantage of that.
Got you.
So if you want to go ahead and say, oh, dang, I want to go ahead and put a little 20 bucks, 30 bucks in, well, guess what? If you don't have the membership, you got to wait till the next day, 9 a.m.
So you missed out on that.
You missed out on that opportunity. Yeah. So because it's more like you said, it's not like it's an investment.
It's investment. That's what it's created for, investment.
Exactly.
Long-term investment.
So they do a lot with the IRAs and all those things there. But M1, as you can see, so much great benefits when you're talking about M1. Incredible. Yeah. And that's why I like this fintech company. And that's why I use them, especially for my girl savings account.
Yep.
Like instead of me,
that was pretty cool what you did. Yeah, share. Yeah, please share that.
So
with
everybody. What I essentially did was, instead of me having a savings account in a regular banks or anything like that, I want my girls to make money, right? So if I essentially just put 15 savings, and in 18 years that 1500 just turns into, you know what I'm saying, 100x on the money. And if, say for instance, I didn't put anything back into there, that I'm already having it work for me in the long run. I'm just letting it compound.
And if you ever needed access to it, you have access to it.
Taking advantage of the high check and high savings. Because if I want to be like, okay, well, I do want some cash reserves for them on the outskirts, I just put it in their little savings account. So it's so many benefits of what they actually do. So I use it especially for the girl savings, because that right there, I already have their pies where they're invested into P&G, Procter & Gamble, VOO, those particular stocks. So I could just put in that ETF or stock or whatever the case might be, and let that sucker run, and I could just keep dumping money. And when I dump money into that pie, $100, and if it's allocated a certain way, it's going to do all the dividend for me. So I don't have to really do nothing.
I hope y'all heard that. Don't let that go over your head. Once you make the pies, and you have it broken up into whatever combination of stocks, 15, ETFs, or crypto 14, you have,
13% or whatever.
Now you can literally just dump money into the pie, and M1 Finance divvies it up between each of those different fractional shares, however you already have it preset.
Exactly. So you can also do it individually too as well. It's so many great benefits in having M1, and I'm just lost for words how great, and that a lot of people are not talking about M1.
No.
All these gurus and everybody keep talking about Apple, keep talking about the Goldman Sachs, and keep talking about Bank of America, Chase, but they're not talking about no really fintech companies such as M1 and what they offer, and how beneficial that can be for a consumer, regular consumer, a normal 9-to-5 person. I don't know nothing about credit or anything, and just doing the regular Joe stuff that you normally do with just paying bills and stuff, and how much savings you can get from that by just doing that for just using M1. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great product. And M1, if you're watching this, like you said, man, DreAda Consultants would love to team up and partner up with you guys. Hey, you know where the contact us at.
And this is for we know we have a diverse community, but we are also talking specifically in these next couple sentences to the community and demographic that we come from and we were brought up from. So we know that a lot of you individuals are credit averse or loan averse and don't like to do a lot of stuff. If that's you, get in with M1 Finance and just test the waters out with the high yield checking, then the high yield savings.
That you say that. And I have my mom doing that.
Exactly. See, and if there's some things that need to be cleaned up on the personal credit side, obviously, you know, from what we do, that's something that we specialize in, and we're here to help you with that. But start to leverage and utilize partners, which we like to call companies like M1 Finance, to help you and your family live a better life. And as you heard me say earlier, there isn't any affiliates, or we're not affiliated with M1 or anything, but in the comments, we are going to add what is a little referral link, which they do have, which is for individuals who are looking to start an investment account. So this isn't if you just go and sign up, but because we already have investment accounts, if we refer somebody who does go and open up an investment account, what I really like about M1 Finance is, although we benefit from it a little bit, they give that individual a free $100 if they open an account, an investment account with a certain balance. So it's just literally them giving you free money. So if you maybe have money in an account parked somewhere else and you want to say, man, this makes a lot of sense, you move it over
Check it out.
just by clicking that link in our description. M1 Finance is going to give you a free $100. And this ain't like one of those weird things where you're still going to get it if you just sign up, but we're trying to get you to click on it. It's not available if you don't click on somebody who already is a partner or a member of M1 Finance's referral link. So just a little gift from them, just another way of them showing regular individuals like, we're doing things differently than the big guys, than those old 100-year-old companies that only looked out for themselves and not out for the consumers.
Exactly.
And just another little small way that they want to prove that they're a lot different. And they're a disruptor to the industry. So we like disruptors. Y'all know we're rebels in our nature. So
Heck yeah.
this is what it is.
Yep, exactly. So last but not least, please like, subscribe, share. Hey, subscribe. That's it. It's free. You know what I mean?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell a friend. And all we do on the channel is give y'all free game. That's it. That's our name on the thing. Give y'all free game, baby. We out.
DreAda Consultants. We out. See you on the next one.
I'm sweating like hell.
You ain't lying, bro.